Are you wanting to try macros for weight loss? In this video, I'm going to share with you why macros work and how to start macros for weight loss. Stay until the end to learn how. Ever wonder why macros work for our bodies? Let's unveil the science behind it. Macros work because they provide us with a clear understanding of what we're consuming. The proteins, fats, and carbohydrates in our foods. By tracking our foods and becoming aware of what nutrients are actually in our foods, such as sugars, how much saturated fats, and the other nutritional pieces, we are able to take control of our eating habits and skills. When we track our meals, we not only understand what we're eating, but also become aware of the actual serving sizes. This awareness is crucial. Most people underestimate the amount of food they actually consume in just one sitting. This unawareness can easily add extra weight and body fat in just a couple of months. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, the bell to be notified every time I post a new video about nutrition, health, and weight loss. I help people who are 20 or more pounds overweight take control back over their life and lose the weight without dieting. I have helped countless women and men to lose their weight and keep it off using some of these strategies, and I'm excited to share them with you. Magic happens when we learn how to combine foods in the right way. This is what true macronutrients are all about. Macros are much more than just tracking and aiming to reach macros or a set of numbers. We can't just track to aim to reach a certain amount of numbers or macros of protein, fat, or carbohydrates, because not all proteins, fats, our carbohydrates are the same. For example, if a person is consuming a plant-based protein source for protein, this protein does not contain all of the amino acids and therefore is an incomplete protein. This means that your body is not getting the complete function of a complete protein of, say, maybe an animal protein or other source of a complete protein. Remember, the function we want with protein consumption to lose weight is to help make most of our body's hormones, such as estrogen, testosterone, growth hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, insulin, to just name a few. Excess weight gain is a symptom of a hormonal imbalance. A few examples of complete proteins are eggs, quinoa, and Ezekiel bread. We cannot just track carbohydrates to aim for carbs in whole, as there are different types of carbs which have a different effect on our insulin. For instance, there is a difference in consuming 20 grams of a simple carb, such as candies or pastries, versus 20 grams of a complex carb, such as oatmeal. Simple carbs spike insulin almost immediately, where complex carbs have a slower effect on insulin response. Once we understand each type of protein, fat, or carbohydrate, then we advance later to learn how to put those foods together to keep insulin levels low. This skill or step is called pairing and is learned after consistent tracking and nutrition knowledge are proficient. This is why understanding nutrition is key to success with macros long-term for weight loss. Macros are a skill where you learn how each macronutrient works with insulin and then how to use that knowledge to be able to put meals together in a way that keeps insulin levels low. This is how macros work if done correctly. Macronutrients help rebalance hormones when foods are put together in proper ratios. Properly balanced meals have a unique ability to lower our insulin levels. Now, insulin is often called the fat hormone. It's responsible for storing fat when our bodies doesn't use it as energy. By learning the skill of combining foods, we can keep our insulin levels in check, a key factor in weight loss. Understanding macros isn't just about losing weight, it's about taking control of our health. It can reverse diabetes type 2, regulate high blood pressure, and manage high cholesterol. I've had many clients reverse and get off their medications for diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol, working with me that learn nutrition and pairing, which are the key components to macros. But the benefits don't stop there. For those experiencing menopause symptoms, the right balance of macros and foods can significantly reduce or even eliminate these symptoms for you when done correctly. It can be a game changer for you if you're dealing with conditions like celiac disease or thyroid disorder. Now, Let's dive into how to start counting macronutrients. Starting your macros journey can be as smooth as learning to drive a car. It's all about taking it one step at a time. Is this resonating with you? If so, hit that like button. How long have you been struggling with your weight? What is your biggest challenge right now? Comment down below. I would love to hear from you. First things first, download a macro tracking app. I would suggest the MyFitnessPal app. It's user-friendly and packed with features designed to make your macros tracking effortless. I put a link for MyFitnessPal down in my description if you want to try it. At the time of this recording, they offer a 30-day free trial for their premium version, providing you with higher functionality, making it a much simpler experience. I highly recommend trying the premium version to get the most out of your macros journey. Once you've installed the app, set up your profile and your initial goals. Here's the key advice. Don't get overwhelmed by focusing on specific macros right from the start. This is a common mistake that often leads to frustration. Think of it like learning to drive a car. You don't start by mastering every detail. You learn step by step. In this case, your first step is simply tracking your food. Use the app scan feature or search bar to log what you eat. It's quick and easy, taking just a few seconds each meal, even if you're a beginner. For beginners, the focus is on tracking, not weighing or meal planning with your foods. Give yourself at least 2 weeks of consistent tracking before you dive into weighing portions. Why? Because mastering one skill at a time is the key to success. Don't rush. Take your time to become proficient in tracking before adding the next steps, such as weighing, pairing, and trying to figure out the macros for you. After your first week, review your tracked meals. Look at your proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Look at your week's worth of tracking and identify areas for improvement. For instance, if your saturated fats are high, swap out a high-fat protein source for a leaner one. Now is the time to evaluate your protein intake for this first week. Your long-term goal for protein to start is 1 gram per 1 pound of your desired body weight if you're not working out. For example, if you want to weigh 150 pounds, your long-term goal will be 100 grams of protein. If you need to add more protein and would like to use a high-quality protein shake, I put a link down in the description below. You want to make small changes each week so you do not get overwhelmed and you feel successful. How you feel in starting this macro journey is key to your success. If you feel frustrated and overwhelmed, it is much easier to quit. Remember, counting macros is a journey, not a race. If you're struggling to lose weight and want to gain back control of your life and lose it, I'd love to help. You can find my calendar down in the description to book a call with me. And be sure to check out this video next on the 2 mistakes with belly fat.